course in Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson.
kind of seems to me, Jimmy, that a lot of these cards that these fans are submitting have come from the last few seasons of my team. So as we embark into season 7 soon, what stands out about all the submissions so far to you?
I definitely saw a lot of out of position cards from those packs. Antoine Jameson is a card that I saw a lot that I really like. Obviously, I mentioned Akeem, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to run through a few quick submissions of my own that I would recommend to all players. You got Thurl Bailey, Lakers legend Kyle Kuzma.
Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in for a player?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play them and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you?
Yeah, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep, but do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love them.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Smith. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Smith. Here's Gobert. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now, here is Smith. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Takes the 3, hits the three-point bomb.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. And another 3 for Minnesota.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Outside, Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Smith with it, now guarded by Kaminsky. Puts up a 3. And it's Smith missing. Pass to Kaminsky. And he banks in the layup.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Smith against Porter. Bounce pass, Smith. Edwards kicks to Smith. Three-pointer. Gobert trying to get open. Smith with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Minnesota leading by 7. It's Edwards on the wing. Smith outside. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Smith kicks to McDaniels. And First quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Passes it to Towns. Puts it up from 15, and again it's Minnesota.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
To end the run, and he connects with the jumper. He has 5.
Nice unselfish play by Green, taking the time to get another guy a better shot.
Smith the pass to Edwards. Back to Smith. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Gobert kicks to Smith. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 12. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Defensive foul. Substitution on the court.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Porter against Smith. Right side, Edwards. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Raptors got the job done. He had an impressive number of points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Rivers out there with Smith. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Porter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Another miss by Houston. 1:24 left to play in the first half.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
That one goes. Count it. 14 points for Smith.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Smith finds Gobert. Back to Smith. 36 seconds left now here in the second. For 3, Edwards. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Nuggets trail by 20. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 12 points for him.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Towns. Out to Smith. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Towns, no luck. Porter looking it over. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So on the floor for Houston, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Smith is out there with Frank Kaminsky. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let him play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then, up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Porter outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Now here's Edwards, following the miss by Jabari Smith. From 13, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 6 assists here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now a timeout called by Houston. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
It's time to fire off some T-shirts. Wolves fans, you know them, you love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Some changes for Minnesota. Anderson, he's checked in for Towns. And it's Conley in for Edwards. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Christopher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown. Christopher's got 6.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Gobert against Cauley-Stein. Bucket is good.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
The Rockets have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And the Rockets making a change here. Martin's checked in. Christopher the pass to Caruso. Here's Christopher. Doubled by Conley. Now the pass to Cauley-Stein.
2 minutes.
Houston moving the ball around.
2 minutes.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Club City.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Smith the pass to Anderson. Martin wide open. He fires. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden and Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times, nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Yeah, and also the Warriors, they are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right player.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Prince's shot is good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Christopher after Taurean Prince's bucket. Pass to Christopher for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Prince's shot is good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now here's Caruso. 6 points for him. Pass to Martin. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Caruso. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Garuba the pass to Martin. Here's Garuba, covered by Conley. Martin for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter. Substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And Smith subbed in for Noel. Timberwolves leading by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, it'll go down as their 48th win.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rudy Gobert.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Smith in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And it's Washington missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Edwards against Green. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Smith. Martin with the block, and he's able to get it back. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying...